What's going on, everybody? It's Austin Got Figs, and it is time for the Raw recap of this week. And as always in these videos, we go over everything that happened on the show, and you obviously give me your thoughts on the show down in the comments below after the video, or even throughout the video. But before we jump in, subscribe to the channel. It's completely free, and even like this video. Now, let's jump right into the recap. Alright, so we kicked off the show with Rhea Ripley, Naomi, and Io Sky. So first off, Naomi came out pretty much talking about her victory, but also talking about Jade and Bianca, and they pretty much stating that she feels that they never wanted her to succeed, basically. And then that's when Rhea Ripley had pretty much came out, and then Rhea Ripley pretty much telling Naomi, you know, you basically screwed me out of my opportunity of getting back what's mine. You're screwing me out of my opportunity to get back on top, basically. And then we had Io Sky come out, but then shortly after we had Adam Pearce come out, and then he made it official that it's the first WWE 2-night SummerSlam in MetLife, in about 3 weeks from now, we will have Naomi versus Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky in a triple threat for the Women's World Championship. And as far as that match, I do think obviously Naomi will retain. There's just no reason for I just can't see Rhea or Io winning or beating Naomi, because obviously Naomi just won. So as far as that match, I think Naomi will win. But that's really all that happened there. And yeah, man, those are the main takeaways, main things that you need to know about the opener of the show. But now let's move right on into the next part of the show. All right, now let's talk about the women's tag match with Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez versus the Kabuki Warriors. Obviously, in this match, the Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez, they ended up defeating the Kabuki Warriors by when basically Raquel had came up and helped Roxanne with the pin. She basically kicked Roxanne a little bit, which gave her more leverage over who she had pinned, and that gave the Judgment Day the win for this match. Now, as far as this overall match, I don't want to say it was too great, because I just don't feel like any of their matches with the Kabuki Warriors, like as a tag, in a tag style of match, I just don't think they've been that great, and I don't think this one was that great either. Not saying that they've been terrible. I mean, they're not terrible at all. I just don't think they could be. I just don't think they haven't been as good as they possibly could be. But obviously, they're continuing these matches, obviously for the redemption and just revenge of Liv, basically for what they had done, or what Kairi Sane at least had done to Liv. But yeah, man, that's really all you need to know here as well. Nothing too crazy again. I mean, it is cool to see Roxanne in action. I think seeing Roxanne in the ring is awesome. So pretty cool to see her still. Continuing to see her, of course. Obviously, she is the tag team champions now with Raquel. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Anyways, but yeah, that is the main point here. Let's move right on into the next part of the show. Alright, and next up we did have Lyra Valkyria versus Bayley, and what a freaking match this was, man. Obviously, this was an Iron Man match, and it was for the #1 contendership to Becky Lynch's Intercontinental Championship. And dude, this match, it portrayed exactly what it should have. I mean, obviously, #1 of those things being great resistance between both women, because this went back and forth a lot. You know, lots of great moves, but then kickouts, and then lots of great moves, and then other kickouts. Like, it was crazy, man. It was Bloodline rules, but without all the entrance. Like, it was that kind of like suspense, or you know, whatever. You know what I'm trying to get at, all right? But yeah. So, man, overall, man, just a really great match. It might even be the show stealer, but we'll have to wait and see, because obviously the Gauntlet match still is on the table for tonight for the men's, which I talked about in my short when I reviewed the Raw card, but that's besides the point. Back to the match, man. The great match. Obviously, though, Lyra Valkyria actually ended up beating Bayley, which I was kind of shocked about. I really thought that that Bayley would have won this one and went on to SummerSlam to face Becky Lynch, but I guess not. So yeah, Lyra won, and she's going on to face Becky at SummerSlam, man. So very, very interesting. It's going to be interesting to see if Lyra actually, retains. If she really takes her title back, but we'll have to wait and see, man, until SummerSlam, because I genuinely don't know if she'll win at SummerSlam or not. But we'll have to wait and see, man. But that's all there really is that happened here. But now let's jump in to the next part of this Raw recap. All right, and moving on, we did have Nikki Bella versus Chelsea Green. And obviously, going into this match, I really was not thinking that we would have great in-ring. It's mainly for the purpose of just seeing Nikki Bella again. Because, I mean, Nikki Bella is, she's a GOAT, honestly, in the women's division. So, That was the mentality that I walked in with this match, and it's the same mentality that I walked out of this match with. So I'm not saying the match was terrible. I mean, like I said, I mean, it's always cool. It's still cool to see Nikki Bella in action, but I mean, as far as the in-ring, I just don't want to say it was too good. And as far as this whole thing with Chelsea Green, I don't know where they're going with this. If we're really going to have a match and just an overall feud with these two. I mean, obviously we've had a match, so I just don't know if we're going to have an overall, massive feud between these two. I mean, it'd be cool, but I just don't know if that's the road they are going to take. I mean, it seems like it is, but at this point, I'm just yapping. So, anyways, though, Nikki Bella did win. The Secret Service after the match, they tried to attack Nikki. Then we had Stephanie Vaquer come out, and then Stephanie had helped Nikki, and then that was it from there. And then it cut off, and then that was the match, man. So, main points to take away: Nikki did beat Chelsea Green, and Stephanie Vaquer and Nikki Bella are practically allies now. I mean, they're not a tag team, of course. They're not a team, but they have trust between each other. So pretty cool. But yeah, it's really all there is to know there, man. Honestly, nothing too special. But now let's move on to something else. Also, I do want to mention that after that match, we did have a little bit of a segment between Adam Pearce, the Judgment Day, and AJ Styles. And pretty much Adam Pearce told Dominic Mysterio from the Judgment Day that next week, the medical of WWE, they're going to reevaluate you, and we're basically going to get an update on your injury. And then Adam Pearce left. Actually, he also said that once you are considered clear, as fast as I can, I will write up a contract for you to face AJ and defend the Intercontinental title at SummerSlam. That's when Adam Pearce walked away, and then the rest of the Judgment Day had walked away for a second. And then we had seen AJ Styles. He's sitting there doing his little praying thing. And then Dominic Mysterio was like, hey, AJ, continuing, I have a note. You can't attack me, pretty much. So, yeah, man. But the main thing I want to just throw out there is that we will most likely have a match between Dominic Mysterio and AJ Styles at SummerSlam for the Intercontinental title. That's all I really wanted to throw out there. But now let's move on. Alright, and then moving on, we did have Gunther come out, and basically what he had to say is that on Saturday I destroyed the myth and legacy of Goldberg, and now I need to raise the question of what's next for Gunther, or who's next, what and who's next for me, Gunther, the World Heavyweight Champion. And then that's when he proceeded to go on with, well, obviously we will find that out tonight in this Gauntlet match, because obviously, remember, we do have a Gauntlet match, which we will get to probably in the next clip, and whoever wins that faces Gunther at SummerSlam for the World Heavyweight Championship. This is when Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker came out, and Paul Heyman went on with his, my name is Paul Heyman, did all that. But then, before Paul Heyman could say anything, Gunther interrupted him and was like, I know what your name is, but I really don't care what you have to say, so I'm just going to leave. So he dropped the mic, proceeded to walk, but then Braun Breaker stopped him in his tracks, and then we had a little segment of just Paul Heyman saying that Braun Breaker is the next big thing, he's the next World Heavyweight Champion, and Gunther, you're basically going to fall at the hands of the dog, pretty much. So yeah, that is the main takeaway there, man, honestly. That is the main thing you gotta know. And yeah, man, so that just built some tension between Gunther and Braun Breaker, and pretty much the entire Seth Rollins faction. So pretty cool, man. But yeah, that's about it there. So let's move right on into the Gauntlet. All right, everybody, and what a main event that this episode of Raw held for us, man. And honestly, just this overall was just a great Raw, but we'll get into that in a few moments here. But let's talk about this main event, the Gauntlet match between Braun Breaker, Penta, LA Knight, Jey Uso, and CM Punk. Man, such a good main event, and so we'll go. Here we go. So we start off, Braun Breaker and Penta. Braun Breaker goes through Penta. Then we have LA Knight. Braun Breaker goes through LA Knight, which little pissed about. I think LA Knight should have won this. At least that's what I thought at the time, which I still prefer. I would like to see LA Knight advance. It would have been cool. But we'll get into why why I'm not so mad about that anymore when we in a few moments. So anyways, yeah, he gets through Penta and he gets through LA Knight. Then we have Jey Uso. Braun gets through Jey Uso, and then we have his final opponent, CM Punk. And I just want to say this kind of the whole format for this entire, or just overall layout for this entire Gauntlet match was to make Braun Breaker look like a beast. And that's exactly what they did, man. They had him slay guys, you know, with barely any breaks. No breaks really at all. Like, literally, barely even a couple minutes in between. He slayed Penta, LA Knight, Jey Uso. But, I mean, it's just crazy. So that was the main... I mean, of course, idea of this match was to have, showcase Braun Breaker as an irresistible force, basically, you know, a strong force, somebody that's you're gonna need a lot of force to take him down. But anyways, back to him and CM Punk. So CM Punk beat Braun Breaker, and CM Punk is headed to SummerSlam to face the Ring General, Gunther, at SummerSlam for the World Heavyweight Championship. And honestly, CM Punk is winning. CM Punk is taking gold, and it's clobbering time, baby. There's no way Gunther retains. CM Punk is coming for that gold, and he's going to win it at MetLife Stadium in 3 weeks at SummerSlam. It's going to be an awesome SummerSlam, man. But yeah, CM Punk, he beats Breaker, man, and he advances, and he's going to SummerSlam. But that's not all. It gets even better. Put those ones to the sky. Put those ones to the sky, because the OTC is back, and he is back for blood. Paul Heyman, he's coming for your blood. Braun Breaker, he's coming for your blood. And Bronson Reed, he's coming for your blood. And even you, Seth Rollins, you're injured. Doesn't matter. He's still coming for you anyway. He's gonna come to your house. Okay, that's a little much. But anyways, seriously, bro, OTC is back. Let's go, dude. It's so awesome. My reaction is up on the channel. I actually just recorded it like a few minutes before I started this clip. But man, dude, OTC is back. So freaking cool. Let's go, dude. Such a good Raw tonight, man. Like, come on. We had the Bailey and Lyra match, which was awesome. I liked the little AJ segment. We had CM Punk, man. He's going to face Gunther for a world title at SummerSlam. The first 2-night SummerSlam. Let's go, dude. And the OTC is back. You can't get any better than that on this episode of Monday Night Raw. But let me know, y'all, your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you want to see more content from me, be sure to subscribe to the frickin' channel. If you're not, you're missing out, and I will find you. Okay, that's a little much. Anyways, man, subscribe to the damn channel. It's popping over here, right? We always vibing, so be sure to tap in, subscribe, leave a like. Again, leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and even go check out the socials in the description of this video. But without further ado, it's been Austin Got Figs, and I'm out. Peace.